DeFi as a business. Today's video is inspired from last night. We had our UIG Meetup and there was 20 something UIG members came out, DeFi investors. And I got super inspired by having conversations, which by the way, we will be doing another UIG Meetup. So make sure if you're in the UIG, stay tuned. UIG 4.0 launches midweek. And we're gonna have a section where events and updates, in-person stuff is gonna be happening. Plus we're planning to have a world map in the UIG where you can select where you're from. And then we can actually group people together and host UIG meetups in different cities. It's gonna be super awesome. Anyway, so I am still downtown Vancouver. Didn't wanna drive home. It was late last night and thought, grab a hotel and then meeting up with a buddy in the morning here. Anywho, enough about my life here. Let's talk about DeFi as a business. It became really apparent to me last night why our members succeed in DeFi. It's because they treat it like a business. I want to explain here. And I do see another pattern is typically entrepreneurs, people who've ran businesses in the past or who've been investing for a while in whatever real estate or whatever they've been doing, structuring deals, they do really well in DeFi. Those who don't have entrepreneurial experience or investing experience, they typically, it takes them, they have to make it through the first 3 to 6 months of getting kicked in the teeth, punched in the face. If you're an entrepreneur, let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. The first year in business, it will test you. It's why so few people succeed. It's breaking a mentality that we've been taught our whole lives of the whole, go to school. Think about high school and elementary. It's like you show up at 8:39 and you're told what to do, and then the bell rings at 12, so you get to go and play. But then when the bell rings again, Mr. Mrs. Factory Worker, come back in, and then till 3:30, and you better be good, and you better sit down, and you better shut up, or you're going to the principal's office. I don't know about you, but I seem to have visited the principal office frequently because I was a super hyper kid and I don't like rules. I wanted to make my own rules. I wanted to make my own life. And so it's like reprogramming a lot of that because people get into DeFi and crypto and they don't really understand. Like when you start a business, you invest in the business and sometimes you don't take a profit, you build that business. You will have months where the business doesn't make money, you might even be in the red. Same is true for DeFi. It's like the last month when, at least you've heard me say this a million times, is you're taking profit in the green and when the market's correct, you redeploy. An entrepreneur would get that. They take profit and when an opportunity presents itself, they can jump on it. People who maybe don't have that experience yet, they see red, they sell the bottom and then they come back in at the top and they're worried because they lost some money. It's like they're thinking daily, they're thinking monthly. I like to think quarterly and yearly. I have some months where I make very little in business. I'm okay with that because I'm investing into the future. And then I take the profit when the investments in the business pay off. And so having conversations with people, I was like, that's why our members succeed, is they're treating DeFi like a business. They have a P&L. They take profit. They get paid. And they're able to build, in this instance, stablecoin. I go lend it, but whatever you decide to do. And when the market's correct, they're able to jump an opportunity to build their business even more, even faster. Rinse and repeat. They're not worried about short-term volatility. They're not worried. They know their exit prices on different assets that they're holding. And every time it dips, they're able to buy more from the profits from their cash flow that their DeFi business prints them. And it was clear as day to me. Even 2 years ago when we started this, I started seeing a pattern. Those who had entrepreneurial or investing experience did well. Those who didn't do so well. And that's when I was like, okay, we need to teach our people, especially those who don't have business experience, we need to teach them how to think like entrepreneurs so they can become great investors. Anywho, wanted to share that. Was inspired last night. It was awesome meeting up with so many of y'all. So if you've been there, let me know in the comments. If you were there last night and you watched this YouTube channel, which maybe you don't, let me know in the comments. And if you're like, I'd love to get around like-minded people, I'd love to get around other investors and people doing crypto and DeFi, first of all, join the UIG community. We built it in a way where it's accessible to absolutely anyone. UIG 4.0 launches midweek. Once UIG 4.0 launches, we are changing our pricing structure. We're going to have a $500 membership fee up front. Now, by the way, this does not affect existing members. You're grandfathered into things. moving forward, there will be a $500 fee up front. That grants you access into the membership, then it's monthly after that. We'll also have yearly, and we'll have a lifetime membership option. Why we're doing that is to ensure we're getting people who are committed, and when they join, they're committed to that first 1, 2, or 3 months of beginner's hell, that getting punched in the face, kicked in the teeth, and earning our stripes, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming an investor. And I think so many people join, 2 weeks later, they're like, I don't know, this is a little bit hard. It's like, no, you're in it, and you're in it to play, and you're in it to win. So that's changing. If you get in now, of course, you'll bypass the $500 membership fee up front. We will be changing that really, really soon once UIG 4.0 launches. For everyone else, thank you for your patience. The transition from UIG 3.0 to 4.0 was much needed. Our membership grew so big that we had so much information and people were getting a little overwhelmed with where to find things. There was a lot of chats going on. All of that will be solved in 4.0. We're excited for that. And we're excited for you to be a part of it. And if you have been a part of it, massive gratitude. Thank you for your patience as we transition to 4.0. We're always listening to our members being like, how can we make this better? How can we want people to win, and we're obsessed with that. So whatever it takes to make the actual product and your experience better, we're committed to it. And these meetups are going to become a more regular thing, especially with the world map we're building. So we know where most of our members are, and we can make a quick flight out and do some UIG meetups and dinners. So that'll be fun. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you. Like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not yet, and I will leave some videos on the 4 corners of your screen. Study this stuff. Take it seriously. Treat it like a business. Play the long game. Take profit in the green. Redeploy in the red. And you will win this game. Build cash flow. You can retire at 25 if you have enough cash flow to cover your expenses. You're, by definition, retired. Stick with it. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. Peace.